Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to another video. I am going to be doing sort of my first installment of what I'm currently calling a bookend. Basically, it's a weekend, but it's like a reading vlog, but like, also other stuff. So it is currently Friday, September 18th. I am done with work. I have read a book in a hammock already. And I'm just sort of getting into the groove with my sort of setup. So what I'm doing is I have my social media planner here. I've got some things that I want to take pictures of, and as well as like my planner and my book journal. I've got this for ideas, and I have my computer because I want to use it to write reviews, because I have I think I have 4 reviews that I need to type up, and so I just kind of want to take a breather and like get it all in, but also we're gonna turn around. I've got Critical Role up. It's not playing now because I don't want any copyright issues, but yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna maybe like do like a fast forward or something. We'll see how that goes. So cool! Okay, so the lighting in my house is terrible, as I'm figuring out. But, so I finished the, all the Goodreads reviews that I needed to type. Got some cuddling in with my cat. And then on a whim, I went to a food truck for second dinner, I guess. I got an andouille po' boy and some mac and cheese, and it was really good. And so now I think I'm just going to get ready for bed, and getting ready for bed means reading. Alright, Messy Bed series here. And my current read, Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. Siri, do you have anything that you want to say to the vlog? Alright, good talk. Time to read. Alright, so it is Saturday now. I just woke up. I don't normally sleep on the couch, so I just sort of got out of bed, picked up my camera, and walked out here. It is Saturday, which means in this house it is pancake day, which is a great tradition that we do on Saturdays. Gil makes pancakes, and they're delicious. But yesterday I finished The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune, and I'm like I'm not sure how I feel about it, because it was enjoyable. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but there were some aspects of it that were a little cringy. Like, I liked all of the main characters, Nick and Seth and Jazz and Gibby, but, like, I don't know. Because in my head, I keep comparing it to Hero by Perry Moore, which is honestly one of my favorite books ever, like literally ever. Which also features a gay teenager who is in love with another superhero, and it also has sort of like a really strong father figure, but. I mean, that's where the similarity ends, let's be honest. But I like Hero better. Like, I think that the humor was superior. And normally I don't want to compare two books. That's the thing, because, you know, every book should be its own, you know, creation. And, like, I don't know, it's hard because a lot of this book sort of focused on Nick, who has ADHD, and my best friend of, like, all time, Emma, she also has ADHD, and, like, hers is, like, very, very severe, and I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the treatment of it, because, like, it wasn't, you know, it felt a little bit comical, that's what I'll say. And so I might do some research, you know, into T.J. Klune, just because, like, if he's more describing sort of how his ADHD works, then that's fine and that's authentic. I just don't want it to be used as, like, a comic device, I guess. But, that being said, I did like the representation in the book of sort of like LGBTQIA+, just because the main character's gay, his best friend's bi, and there is I think you could call it like a sapphic romance in there as well, that I believe Gibby is lesbian. I don't know about Jazz, but, and it was, I also liked the relationship between Nick and his father. I've seen some people talking about this book sort of like glorifying the police and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into that just because I don't really honestly have the expertise to talk about it. But I will say that the book itself was fun, right? And, like, I wish that we got to see more heroes, honestly, just because all we see is Pyrostorm and Shadow something. Shadow Guy. It's not Guy, but, you know. And, like, you know, a lot of the twists in the book were you could see coming which I think was the point. The point was that Nick was so oblivious to everything, but the readers, as well as like all of the characters, except for Nick, knew. So that was fun. Today, Gil and I are going to be going to our library book sale. I am about to yawn. But our library book sale, I'm hoping to maybe pick up some books for cheap. Yeah, tonight I'm going to start reading Recursion by Blake Crouch, which I'm really excited about. I'm hoping to sort of start getting through my stack this weekend, just because I know that there are lots of ebooks that I want to read from my library, but the ebooks, you're only allowed to take them out for 14 days at a time, which means, like, if I check them out, that I need to prioritize them, because the other books, like the hard physical copies, I can check out for 3 weeks at a time. We'll update y'all later, hopefully from the book sale. We are here at the book sale. I'm talking really quietly because it's my first time vlogging in public. Gail's over here.
Hello.
He doesn't really want to be on film, but there is a nice long line for the book sale, but everything is in like, it looks like sort of organized by genre, but I gotta listen because somebody's talking. Yeah. Okay, so it was a good sale. Like there were some good reads in there, but the problem was that it was all cash, and we're millennials, so we don't carry cash. But like they had the first 4 seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer on DVD.
They didn't have the first one.
Yes, they did.
You did?
They did. It was just in a smaller container. And they had How to Kill a Witch.
How to Hang a Witch.
Oh, sorry, How to Hang a Witch. Thank you, Gil. And honestly, a very good selection of mysteries. Basically all the James Patterson and Dean Koontz stuff. But we are now gonna go to the farmer's market because Gil wants some maple syrup. So we'll see how that goes. Oh my god, this looks so good! It's beignets and bacon. So we're back at the apartment, and so we are actually, we've only been back for like 15 minutes, but we're gonna go do like a little bit of a walk with our friend Neil, which I'm really excited about. We got to return the stuffing at Joann's. It took forever just because like there was a huge line because it's Saturday at a craft store, and that's when like the crafty ladies we show up. But I'm really excited for that, and then more than that, I'm just excited to come back and get to finally read, because this is a reading vlog sort of, but I haven't actually done any reading yet. At least today. Okay, y'all, so it's been an afternoon. So basically I went for that walk which it turned out to be like less of a walk and more of a hike. We ended up walking at least 2 miles, which was a lot. My butt kind of hurts, to be honest. Then we went over to Brokerage Brewing Company, which I've never been there before. I've never been inside, but they have food trucks there sometimes, and they were supposed to have the same Cajun food truck that I had gone to last night, and it was delicious. But like they had some food truck trouble or something, and they couldn't make it. So we ended up going there, having a drink, responsibly, of course. And then I got Thai food for dinner. Me and my Tonka guy we're good friends. But now I am honestly just sitting in my room. What is it called? The sun sometimes shines in here so brightly that like I literally can't see, but it did die down, at least for a little bit right now. So I am in here. I am going to watch some YouTube videos while I make some planner spreads for my other Instagram livelihood. And then I think that I will finally get to reading Recursion by Blake Crouch, which I'm really excited for. I don't really know how this vlog is going to turn out just because it's my first time doing it. So if you have any feedback, leave that in the comments. That would be really, really good. But hopefully I'll be able to talk about it a little more. And you know, I always like vlogs just because you get sort of to peek into somebody else's life. I know that mine is probably not that interesting right now. Like, oh, it's a grad student. But we're here and we're doing it, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've got some weird lighting. I am in bed now. And basically, on a normal day, the only time that I read is right before bed. You know, honestly, today was sort of an anomaly just in the sense that there were so many things that we were doing. Like, we had the library sale and the farmer's market and the returns to Joann's, and then the 2 to 3 hour outing with Neil, and I don't regret any of it. Let me be clear. Like, this is honestly one of the most fun Saturdays I've had in a while. And Siri is in the bed with me. She's just hanging out right now. She might have some words to say, but I'm hoping that tomorrow, you know, I do have some booktube stuff I want to catch up on just because I have people I want to watch that, because I have 2 YouTube accounts and I've sort of like separated them so that my planner stuff is in one place and like all the influencers that I follow, because I find their stuff interesting. And then also the booktubers that I follow. So if you actually watched this vlog up until this point, if you could leave in the comments like any more booktubers to follow, because honestly I'm looking for booktube friends. But also just watching people's videos is, you know, gives me inspiration to sort of what type of videos I could make and like sort of how to be better at this. I'm new. Like, your girl only knows how to do a jump cut, and we'll even see if the B-roll that I took today makes it in. Like, but I'm getting ready to read Recursion by Blake Crouch. I'm really excited just because I really enjoyed Dark Matter. It's sort of what I would call light sci-fi, where it's mostly just like normal everyday fiction, but then you toss in this sort of one element of sci-fi. And that's how I felt about Glitch as well. I don't remember who the author is, but it's in my Goodreads, where it was all... It's kind of like the uncanny valley, right? Where it's sort of like you're not able to tell if it's a human or machine. But it's like that with sci-fi, where like it's so close to just being real life. Like, honestly, kind of what they do on Black Mirror, the TV show, which if you haven't watched that, like, go watch it. It's seriously so good. But where it's, you know, it's so close to being possible that it can be a little scary. So I am excited to sort of get into this. I might give you an update before I go to sleep, but if I don't, I will see you in the morning. Okay, so it is Sunday morning. I've read like 33 or so pages of Recursion, and I already love it. Basically, sort of the premise is that there's this sort of disease called false memory syndrome, where so the thing is that like false memories are actually real. Like that's a thing where you can be convinced that something actually happened, like more than just the Mandela effect. Like there was, oh God, I don't remember when it happened, but there was a psychologist who basically convinced a whole bunch of children that they were abused when they actually weren't. And that was like a whole thing. I learned about it in like high school psychology. But we also, so we're following this cop. I think his name is Barry. For whatever reason, I'm really bad with names when it comes to book characters. But, and so like he, at least right now, he met someone who had the FMS, right? And so he's sort of beginning to look into it. Hi, City. But we're also following Helena, who is basically a scientist on the forefront of this movement, and she is actively trying to sort of combat FMS, but also combat things like Alzheimer's and dementia, by sort of building a chair. I don't know why it's a chair, but, you know, constructing something that would allow you to sort of extract your memories, and then you could just replay them. You wouldn't have to, like, they would basically be uncorrupted forever, which is super cool. Like, just imagine sort of like, you know, looking back and you could see like your first kiss, or like, you could relive times with relatives that have passed away. Like, that would be really cool. But, you know, right now it seems like there's kind of a little bit of a shady organization involved in it. I don't know, that's just the vibe that I'm picking up on. But it's really good. Today we're going to be grocery shopping, which is one of my favorite activities. And then Gil has work at the local board game cafe. And I still have some more sort of like planner stuff that I need to do. I think I have one spread left to decorate, and then I need to do my book journal. And like I might include like sort of like a time lapse of me doing my book journal, just because I think that might be interesting. But yeah. See you later. Okay, so same day, different outfit. We're in front of my window. So God, we finished grocery shopping like forever ago, let's be real. I'm like honestly just struggling to find a place to put this. I have a tripod. Like, I went out and I bought a tripod. Am I gonna use a tripod? Who knows? Because it's like it would be perfect. Oh, yeah. It needs to be a little higher. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna go figure this out. Hi! So, it is now like noon. Basically for the last 2 hours, I think, it has just been me sort of trying to get my shit together. I made a list, I started taking photos, I made my book bullet journal for the week. Let me know if you want me to start sort of like making videos of me doing it, just because I know that some people like that, people love bullet journal setups. But mine is more like I change it every single week, so every single week is themed after a different book, which honestly for me is super easy, just because I've read a lot of books. So last week was a Darker Shade of Magic themed, which was super cool. I found a design that I really liked, because usually it's inspired by the cover art and stuff like that, but I don't know. It wasn't gonna happen. But, so now for the rest of the day, I need to eat lunch. I do want to start editing this vlog. We're gonna see if I can figure out how to get the footage off of this and onto my computer. Yeah, good luck, future self. I'm doing laundry, you can probably hear it in the background. And then it's just gonna be reading and cooking. I have to do some errands because I'm cooking today, and like, Payless was out of coconut milk. Well, at least the good one. They had the crappy one, but I want the good one that actually has coconut cream in it too. And baby corn, because I'm making my version of red curry chicken, which I love, and it's really good. But I'm going to play Mario 64 and read Recursion, and honestly I'm just really excited to have sort of a lazy Sunday. So, if this is the last sort of time that you hear from me, have a great day. You can follow me on Instagram if you want to, but, you know, let me know how you're doing.